Hello, everybody, and welcome to another great episode of the Gridiron Glory here on YouTube with Will and Tad, uh, bringing you Week One recap action of the 2025 NFL season. And in this episode today, we're here to bring you a recap between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The Green Bay Packers emerged victorious, 27-13 today. Yeah, the Lambeau faithful, they were certainly excited going into this one, hosting the former division champion at their home stadium in Lambeau Field. Packers Nation was very electric for this one. And yeah, starting off with Tucker Kraft when he scored that touchdown, Tad. What was your thoughts going through your mind when Tucker Kraft scored that touchdown? And where would you rank Tucker Kraft amongst tight ends in the league, starting with Green Bay here?
Yeah, really it was just a statement for Green Bay. I mean, they take the ball first, they go 12 plays, 83 yards. I mean, you really punched Detroit in the mouth. And I mean, you have to consider just how things went last year for both of these teams. Last year, of course, the Lions, they won the division, they swept the division, went 6-0. The Packers, they had their struggles against winning teams last year, so the Packers, they get the ball first. They want to go make a statement, show the world that they are ready to take that next step and ready to compete with the better teams. And I mean, just a beautifully executed drive. You go get the touchdown, Tucker Kraft. I mean, you did ask me where I would rank him. So, I mean, I'd say that you'd probably say he's an above average tight end. He made the play there, big play, two catches, 16 yards and a touchdown today. So, in that game, I should say. So a very solid showing um for Tucker Kraft. Very good there. And yeah, I mean, it was just a statement drive and I mean, just really set the tone.
Yeah, and then obviously later on they get an ensuing field goal, make it 10-0. So Green Bay just, really went out here, controlled the tempo of the game in the first quarter. I would say the Green Bay defense came out here and played, some tremendous coverage. Only allowing Detroit to get a field goal in that first half. So um yeah, looking further into Green Bay, Jordan Love, looking at the quarterback room, 16 of 22, 188 yards, two touchdowns. Jordan Love is definitely a top half quarterback to me. Josh Jacobs is a premier running back in the league, 19 carries for 66 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, Tad, what was your thoughts going through your mind when Josh Jacobs scored that touchdown? And where would you rank Josh Jacobs amongst running backs in the league? And what does is he the running back that you need on a roster to win the Super Bowl if you're Green Bay? If they want to win the Super Bowl and hoist that Lombardi trophy.
Yeah, certainly a very interesting question there. To address the ranking part, I had Josh Jacobs ranked number 9 preseason, and I don't really see any reason to majorly change that after week 1. I mean, he's a very quality player. That's a touchdown in what now 9 straight games, a very impressive streak. And I mean, he's a workhorse too. I mean, they had 25 rushing attempts and Jacobs had 19 of them. I mean, only 3 other attempts by running backs. Actually, one of those was by a tight end. Tucker Kraft had a rushing attempt. So very strong showing there. In terms of the Super Bowl, I mean, I certainly don't see why not. I mean, Josh Jacobs, he's a quality player. Can he carry a team to a Super Bowl? Certainly not on his own, but I think that he can certainly be a piece of a winning roster. I don't see why not.
Um, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, Tucker Kraft, Josh Jacobs, Romeo Dobbs getting up there, still competing. Jaden Reed, only the 3 catches. but he did have a touchdown. Tad, what was your thoughts when Jayden Reed caught that touchdown? What was your thoughts going through your mind? And where would you rank Jayden Reed amongst wide receivers? Me personally, I think that Jayden Reed has all the potential in the world to develop into a superstar in this league.
Yeah,
And
very
unfortunately, he is dealing with some injuries right now as well.
yeah, as I was kind of saying, Jayden Reed, I mean, it was a very interesting dynamic with the Packers receiver room. They certainly had a lot of splits there. I mean, he was only on the field for the 18 plays. The injury surely had something to do with it. I think Jayden Reed, I mean, he's a quality receiver. I mean, I'd say, I don't know, amongst wide receivers, he's certainly above average, I'd say. Um, but like my question for the Packer receiver room, they didn't need to make a whole lot of plays through the air, but if there comes a time when they will need to make more plays through the air, can somebody step up and be that number one level receiver on the team? I mean, for me, I'm certainly interested in the rookie they drafted, Matthew Golden. He made his NFL debut in this game, and he had Matthew Golden, of course, he had 2 catches for 16 yards. So he did not get on the field as much as I would have expected. So that's going to be interesting to see moving forward what they do in the wide receiver room.
Yeah, Matthew Golden. Yeah. As far as I'm sure a lot of fantasy owners took a lot of the hot take artist advice. The fantasy experts on ESPN and whatnot. A lot of those guys were saying to draft Matthew Golden, get Matthew Golden. They were optimistic about him. I'm sure a lot of people picked him up and were hoping to see a lot more out of him. So,
Yeah, I
um,
mean it's one game out of a rookie. I mean you could he'll
right.
certainly get involved more. I mean, as someone that does have Matthew Golden in a fantasy league, I'm certainly not too worried moving forward. But I mean, you'd love to see him be off to a better start. But I mean, you got to believe in the vision long term.
Yeah, I mean, one game, so listen, I mean, they knew that it wasn't going to be like a perfectly crafted game, but you got to go out there and do what you need to do against your division rivals, and that's exactly what they did in this football game, the Green Bay Packers. So, um, yeah, Tad, Jayden Reed. Hopefully, he can come back from. It looks like he's dealing with some foot problems at the current moment. But yeah, the defense, Rashawn Gary with a sack and a half. Lucas Van Ness, he had a half sack. Micah Parsons. What? Yeah. So like, what was your take on like this front seven and this? A big part of like why Green Bay was so successful is because Jared Goff was just getting heavily blitzed.
Yeah,
Throughout this
yeah,
game.
definitely. The front seven had a lot to do with that. You don't see Detroit get pushed around at the line of scrimmage very often, and of course, I mean, we grew accustomed to their dominant offensive line last year. It's certainly not the same, and we'll touch on that a little more later on in the episode. But the front seven for Green Bay was incredible. I mean, when you bring in Micah Parsons, he played in 30 plays in this football game, so he played in a little less than half of the plays the Packers defense faced. He's still getting phased in. He's still recovering a bit from an injury, but when he was out there, he had a big impact. And when you can have rushers like Micah Parsons, Rashawn Gary, Lucas Van Ness on the field all at the same time, I mean, yeah, that's certainly going to have a big impact. And I mean, they certainly made a statement today going up against a very stout Detroit team.
Yeah. I mean, Detroit. I mean, listen, Detroit. They're not worried about this. This is just like one game for them. I definitely would still very much. I mean, and these two teams are going to meet again in Detroit, so
Mhm.
we'll see what happens in that game in Ford Field. I certainly feel like it could be a totally different ball game in that regard, but we will certainly see. But yeah, as far as the Detroit Lions go, yeah, Jared Goff, 31 to 39, 225 yards, a touchdown, and interception. His offensive line, obviously not the same offensive line that it was a season ago. And it showed in the running back room too. 11 carries for David Montgomery, only 25 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, 9 carries, 19 yards. Um, so yeah, just not the same offensive line that it was
Yeah,
a season ago, and that was very evident in this football game.
very much
And
evident.
the pass blocking grades, the run blocking grades on PFF, just a lot to be desired.
I mean, obviously, Sewell, he is what he is. He's one of the best tackles in the game. But just outside of him, I mean, losing Ragnow really hurts. That retirement was an underrated story this offseason. Losing Kevin Zeitler in free agency really hurt. So, I mean, you have some younger players now here on this Detroit offensive line. And I mean, the question is, can they step up? I mean, certainly a lot of room to grow for like guys like the rookie Tate Ratledge. I mean, he made his NFL debut, and I mean, it was very shaky. I mean, a tough matchup early on in the year, but I mean, he made his debut out of Georgia, so we'll see if he can continue to show growth. We'll see if we can get growth from Christian Mahogany, his second year out of Boston College. So some young players with big roles, and I mean, we're gonna need to see growth. I mean, I'd imagine this line is better at the end of the year than it is now, but a very concerning start.
Yeah, I mean, David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs just, um, I mean, both very serviceable, but the Lions will get this thing figured out. They really will. I mean, even the receiver room. Shout out to Jahmyr Gibbs for getting 10 catches for 31 yards in the receiving regard, too. Um,
I mean,
and
just
then,
not the big plays.
yeah, for sure. And then, good to see Aiden Hutchinson back. I will say that as far as the Lions do go, Aiden Hutchinson being back, that's probably the biggest positive thing I can take away from this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he played fine. Anzalone had some up and down moments in his return as well. I mean, like you said, this is still it's a good Detroit team. I mean, they're gonna play better than they played in this game, but just a lot of concern there. I mean, but we'll see how it goes. And I think another thing to look at with Detroit is, I mean, you have to consider this was their first game without Ben Johnson as the offensive coordinator, their first game without Aaron Glenn as the defensive coordinator. So can Dan Campbell rally the troops? Can he work with his coordinators? Can they right the ship? I mean, it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see. So yeah, Green Bay wins 27-13. A very good win for them. And yeah, let's see. Taking a look at it next week. It looks like Green Bay, yeah, they'll be playing the Washington Commanders on Thursday night.
Yeah, really quickly, sorry to interrupt. I do want to shout out Isaac Tesla for that incredible touchdown catch he had. Um at the end of the game, one catch for 13 yards. I mean, he was in there for three
Yes.
plays. So that was
Yeah.
his first career game, the rookie out of Arkansas. So very memorable there to get your first touchdown. And I think personally, they need to get him involved more. They need to give him more plays on the field. And I think he can be a difference maker.
Yeah. Yeah. Isaac Tesla. That was an incredible catch. That was an incredible catch, an incredible moment for sure. Big play for the Detroit Lions there. Definitely, it was a good morale boost at the moment in time. So, yeah, Green Bay, they're going to be playing Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders at home in Lambeau Field coming up on Thursday night. And then the Detroit Lions, they will be taking on another division rival. Tad, this is going to be an extremely interesting game. And the Bears are definitely haunted by being in this very stadium. So we'll see how this goes down. Are the Bears just the most cursed team in NFL history? We'll certainly get into that when we get into that game. But yeah, yeah. I don't really have any other final thoughts or takes aside from that Isaac T-Slaw catch, which was amazing. Yeah, Packers win 27-13 in a NFC North clash. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Tad and Will here, two guys covering all 32 teams.